Hello everybody, this is an astrological forecast for Capricorn for September of 2013. This also applies if you have a Capricorn ascendant. So my dear Capricorns, yes, I know you're a cardinal sign, so you are certainly feeling the effects of the tension of this grand cross that we have going on in the heavens. What with Pluto in your sign, huge transformational changes happening, with Jupiter in your house of relationships causing you to grow and learn and stretch and get out of your comfort zone in relationships. It's bringing new people as well. And the squares to Uranus in your fourth house, so this is a bit of a shaking up of your home area, your security, what's familiar to you. And joining now this month is this Venus in your 10th house of career, up in this 10th house, making this grand cross here. This grand cross in astrology is a tense aspect, but it's an aspect because it's in cardinal signs and you're a cardinal sign. You're a sign of action, of doing something, of change, of something different coming about. So don't be too daunted by these aspects, because it does mean that the things that so far haven't really been working for you in your life can go, and you can bring something new into your life that makes you happier, and the people around you, of course, happier. So with Venus in your 10th house for the first 10 days of this month, Capricorn, this is a wonderful time for anything connected with your work, your career. You may get help from somebody in the workplace, somebody wanting to promote you, help you, see you, just something good happening in this career area. It's also very supportive of anything connected with the arts. If you're involved with anything artistic or creative, then Venus in this 10th house can be a supportive influence to you there as well. But it's very often you might meet somebody at work or in the workplace that you could in fact have a love relationship with. That too can happen with Venus there. But do remember, we've got the square to Pluto and the square to Uranus and the opposition to Uranus. So be careful about who you get involved with in the workplace, because it could backfire on you. Go slowly, maybe just enjoy the emotions of somebody being attracted to you or you being attracted to them. Now we have a new moon on September the 5th in your 9th house. A lot happening for you, Capricorn, this month in your 9th house. 9th house is all about learning, higher learning. It's a wonderful time for studying. For new study, new moon, it's a wonderful time for learning something new. Also for teaching something new, sharing information. It's wonderful for anything, could be religious, but it could also be very spiritual, astrology, anything where involving travel, making some new travel plans would be well aspected as well, with the Sun and Mercury there. And it's also a good time for anything international. Any kind of communication with people from different cultures, different place from you, maybe doing business with them, writing to them, communicating with other people. And it's that kind of connecting that's involved with this new moon in your 9th house. On September the 9th, this Mercury moves out of your 9th and into your 10th. And this is a wonderful time for communications in the workplace. Maybe you need to speak out, maybe you need to say something. Maybe you've got a contract to sign. This could be a good time to do that. It's also a good time to maybe do some writing. If you need to update your resume, if you need to do a talk, a public talk or a talk in some way, or a video about what it is you do and you want to get it out to the world, great with the Mercury there from the 9th of the month. On the 11th of September, Venus moves into your 11th house, joining Saturn there. So for many of you, with Saturn in this 11th house, many of you have maybe had some endings of friendships or completions, or maybe just a feeling that you don't want to belong to this group anymore. You've outgrown it, or you've changed so much. So with Venus now coming into this 11th house, this is a wonderful time for socializing, for new friendships, for joining a new group or a new organisation and just enjoying being with people who maybe challenge you mentally, yes, who really can maybe challenge you a little bit, but it's quite stimulating nonetheless. And you could also meet somebody who would be a friend that could become a love relationship. And on September the 19th, we have the full moon. The full moon opposite the new moon, so the full moon is in your third house. Full moon in Pisces on the 19th, and this is very much shining a light on your community, on the people around you. You may in fact want to contribute or do something nice for the people around you. Something in a way maybe for the homeless people, or just something, a kind act to do with this moon in Pisces, especially with Neptune being there as well. It's a wonderful time for tapping into your creative thinking, the right brain thinking. You'll probably come up with some wonderful ideas, and a lovely time for just again social. It's quite social in some ways this month. I know Capricorns, you're not always the most social of people, but if you wanted some socialising this month would be a good time for it, as it's so well aspected. Now on September the 22nd, the Sun moves out of your 9th house and into your 10th house of career, joining Mercury, shining a light on your career, your life path. Maybe you're not sure where you're going. The Sun may help you with a direction, may come from an idea that you see from somebody else, but it's shining a light on your career. So this is a really important time for you when the Sun is in the 10th house to think about your career, what you're doing in the world, and what you want to achieve and give and experience, because this is a light. Wherever the Sun is in the chart, it's like boom, sunbeam, shining a light on that. So if you've been working hard at your career, you may well get some recognition as well with this Sun coming into that 10th house for you. So there you have it, my dear Capricorns. I know there's a huge amount of transformation going on in your life, and what I want to say to you is don't get dejected by it. Try to keep yourself above it, and just know that these changes are so necessary for you to be able to move to this next step in your life. I never thought that I would leave New Zealand and travel to the other side of the world and find a whole new life, and I was terribly resistant to it. But the Pluto energy pushed me, and I'm so glad that I did now. So I hope that gives you some encouragement and hope for those of you maybe on the precipice of some big changes. I hope you've noticed the change in the audio quality and the video, and I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you to many of you who gave me feedback that my audio was rubbish and needed to be changed. You were dead right. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, sharing, and getting in touch. I wish you a wonderful month. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.